Hi there, folks. Thank you so much for being here today, and for recording this little chat. Really appreciate it. I'm just gonna start by going around and getting a few introductions, and then we can go into asking the couple of questions that I have for you, and then we can go into what your ask is for any budding wiki volunteers that have come along to our community day. So thanks very much. I will pass first to Tara.
So I'm T.S. Bell, or Tara. I'm an artist based between Glasgow and Dumfries and one of the members of the Protest and Suffragettes team. I'll leave it there for now.
Fabulous. And next on my screen is Gray.
Hi, I'm Gray. I'm also a member of the Protest and Suffragettes team. Yeah.
Fab.
And I'm Claire, I'm also in the PNS team.
So first of all, thanks very much for having us here. We're really excited to be involved in the wiki community in the UK and internationally. It's always worth saying, and we never take it for granted, like how important it is. I think both in terms of like the support that we've received from Wikimedia UK and from yourself, Sarah. So thank you for that, truly, but also just like how important, like within our kind of vision of what we are hoping to do in this world with this project, how important our work with Wiki is and how much we see it as really central to what we're doing. So I'm going to go faster, I promise. So in terms of introducing Protests and Suffragettes, we are a group of artists, activists, and archivists or local historians who are working together to kind of recover and highlight the history of women activists in Scotland. So basically the last 100+ year of Scottish activism focusing on women. We do that by promoting Scottish herstories. We create educational resources. We give talks. We also do a lot of creative stuff because there's lots of artists milling about amongst us. And we work with Wikipedia as part of what we see as knowledge activism. So we're trying to get more information on the open web about Scottish suffrage and about women's activism.
Yeah, so during the lockdown period, we produced a deck of suffragette jump cards, which included 40 some women who were part of the suffrage movement in Scotland. And so what we've been trying to do relating to this and to the education pack that we pulled together around this is make sure that each of these women has a good article on Wikipedia. And some of them already do, but some of them had none, and others were, well, just start class. They were stubs if at best. So what we've been doing is working to expand the less well populated articles, and to just update and include more information on the more full articles.
Yeah, so when we were doing our research into women involved in the Scottish suffrage movement, we had a sort of understanding that when it's taught to children, for example, it can be quite English-centric. So we were focusing on Scottish women, but we also realised in our research that women from international places, activists, were coming to Scotland, influencing people in Scotland and being influenced by Scottish people too. So for example, you would have seen on the Trump's card there, Ida B. Wells, the American speaker, Hayley Quinn Brown, also American, but also Sophia Dalip Singh, who was involved in, was sort of connected with Scottish suffragettes as well. So linking into the knowledge activism thing, if we have all these articles about the women that are in our Trump's card that we do research on, it means that we're using this knowledge activism tool to spread this word. We all know this. All the kids that get to see our education pack know this. and now the people who use Wikipedia community know this as well.
I mean, we're looking for many things. Anyone who can help just make the articles better is always appreciated. But one of the really nice things that we've had happen is people have come in and started translating these articles into different languages. So we have a long relationship with looking at Mary Barber, who was an activist in Govan and is the person on the banner behind Tara. It was absolutely lovely to get somebody who came in and translated that article into Welsh. And we've since had other articles translated into a couple of other languages.
Farsi, yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a few. Yeah, it's
It's
very exciting.
really great to see these women who weren't even particularly well known across Scotland being able to reach around the world again in the way that many of them did in their lifetimes. So I think, yeah, if we can do that, and particularly also we have 3 languages minimum here in Scotland, and it would be great to see these in the languages of Scotland. So to see them in Scots and in Scottish Gaelic.
Yeah, I think just to double down on that, I think we feel really passionately about that, and that is something that I think within our team, we're still kind of developing capacity, maybe would be the thing to say, in terms of our kind of connectivity between Scots Gaelic and Scots. And I think, but we have talked about translating the suffrage, the suffragette Trumps pack into Scots, also into Scots Gaelic. So I think we're interested in that in quite a keen way, I think. And the other thing to say is that Claire has already mentioned just I think it's quite useful to always kind of circle back to the international connectivity of activists who were campaigning for the vote. So these were the people who made the who paved the way for the rights that we all enjoy today. And they were very connected internationally at a time when that was not a straightforward thing. Hey, I mean, there was nothing straightforward about it, but people like Ida B. Wells, who Claire has mentioned, or Haley Quinn Brown. I mean, a lot of activists from elsewhere. Fanny Parker, Frances Parker, who came from New Zealand. A lot of activists came from elsewhere and did really important work in Scotland. So I think, but that also just kind of speaks to the connectivity of these activists and these movements, and also the way in which, like, it would be really good to see the kind of very inspirational stories of these incredible women, translated into other languages. So could I point us back to our GLAM page? Is that useful, just as a final wee thing? Do you mind? I'll just share my screen again. I apologize for just like kind of abruptly sharing the screen. I know that's, sorry everyone. But so this is our GLAM page, and like a totally shameless plug, but we've got these kind of video conference backgrounds for everyone to enjoy on Wikicommons. So, but just to point out that on the GLAM page, in the articles done and still to do, like, we have a long list of things that we've started, but this is kind of where we are at the moment. And this will take you to the list of every single suffragette Trumps card. And every single one of the 40, I think Gray had said it's 40 plus, 42, 44. So that kind of gets you exactly to that list in a fairly seamless way. We haven't cataloged how many of these have already been translated into different languages, so that would be a fun thing to do as well. One more final plug, just to double down on what Gray said. Something else we haven't spoken about too much, but something else we're really interested in, which Sarah has alluded to, is not only just, starting these articles, but literally trying to get them all to ultimately to GA class. So at the moment, we're working towards getting them all to B class. And then after that, GA, and then we'd like to move on to featured. Yeah, sorry. So what have I missed? Claire, do you want to add anything?
No, I think connecting, like where we've been doing our Wikipedia editathons are really interesting because we're connecting with local archives and libraries. For example, Glasgow Women's Library, Oral History Centre, and Glasgow University, and the Mitchell Library, and it connects those new wiki editors with those primary sources and secondary sources that they can use. And I love the fact that they have been both in person and hybrid, because you're always going to get people that can't come along, or that really want to come along and want to call in, and it's like having that flexibility, I think, has been really welcome to the people that have attended the latest series.
And we've been gaining our international links that way as well. So we've not just had people from the UK dialing in, it's been international. So I mean, that's fantastic.
Incredible.
Brilliant.
Thank you for
Thanks.
having us.
No, thank you.
Thank you for making this space. We're going to try to attend the actual event, but I just thought, because we have quite a big event of our own the day before, and I thought like we might actually not be able to put straightforward sentences together, so we thought this might be a better method.
Totally fair enough. Yeah, and I said, because in the event I'm about to stop sharing the videos, so if anyone has any questions, they can direct them to me. But also I will put the link up to the project page in the video description, and I will share it in the meeting as well. And yeah, it's a lovely way for folks, if you speak more than one language and would like to try your hand at a bit of translating, then we have this wonderful set of articles about a wonderful set of women, and it would be amazing to see those get to, as I said, to reach around the world. Thanks so much, folks. Cheers.